Density Insanity is the name for this recent week's race, and well, you guessed it, it's got custom rounds that are insanely dense. Looks like it's a round 60 race with no monkey knowledge, 650 to start with, and mostly all the towers, minus I think Ice Tower, and maybe one or two more things. Very important to note, here is Sada, and in case you're wondering exactly how dense are the rounds, well, luckily for you, I have the exact round set pulled up here. So before we do any tryharding to see how quickly we can kill the rounds, let me do a test run to show you exactly what is on each round while it's being played. And I'll let you know how this compares to the non-round. So right now, the first couple rounds looks like it's not much more balloons than usual. I would say like 2 times the amount. But the key thing here is that the rounds are more spread apart. Notice how I'm setting like multiple rounds up, but it doesn't even look that dense. That's because if you see these numbers here, what does 0 to 7.1 mean next to the 12 reds? Well, that means from 0 seconds from the round starting to 7 seconds, they send out 12 reds. So approximately 1 red every 0.57 seconds or something like that. So nothing too crazy about the round so far, just looking at this. But once we get to like, I guess, round 10 and beyond, it starts getting a little beefy, doesn't it? Looks like we got at least 50 balloons each round. 63 balloons in round 13, although I think there's already that many balloons already, or close to that amount for a normal round 13. Let's keep going down, though, to round 17. Look at this. I'm gonna highlight some of the more crazy rounds here. 111 yellow regrows. However, they spawn out, like, 46 seconds apart, meaning if you're looking at this, look how spread apart, look how spaced those yellows are. So I don't know if I necessarily use the term dense for these rounds, rather more, I don't know. What's that word for a lot of stuff, but very spread apart? I think that would be an appropriate term for what we're seeing here. Here's the catch too that makes it so that I feel like dense rounds aren't that threatening. It's the fact that you make full cash from them. So we already got a Morglaive since round 23. In fact, I want to move my Morglaive so we can see what's coming out. So we're gonna do this terrible spot here. Here's some important rounds to note though. 104 whites, so 2 whites per second. But it feels like 2 whites per second it doesn't look that dense to me. 56 blacks, that's like almost 10 times the amount that usually comes out on that round. What else is important here? Oh, round 28. 69 leads. We know exactly what you're doing with that NK. 41 leads on round 30. Round 136 looks interesting. I know there's a lot of pinks normally, but this one looks really dense. 123 in a 5-second time span. So watch me set it out. And that does look pretty tight to me. Yeah, look how long that lasts. So much so that the Morglaives do be getting pierce capped. So just do the following now for this. And we can already just go ahead and send them both now. Actually, not a Moab, but 22 Moabs that spawn 68 seconds apart, yeah. I think that's gonna make it too easy. We'll go ahead and get a D breath, and we'll go ahead and do Sure Overdrive with Outbuff. Any other important rounds to note? There's 62 Ceram Fortified to 46. That's 10 times the amount as usual. I wonder if you, it's so random that I have to ask a couple questions. 1, how long did it take to create this custom round set? And 2, how many more balloons are there in the 60 rounds total? I think at this point, if we sell for something that has infinite pierce, like Laveler, okay, maybe not infinite, but a lot, then that pretty much beats everything. So I guess we'll just go ahead and set everything now. So 9 Moabs to 53, that is 3 times the amount as usual. 8 Moabs, that's 4 times more. And round 60, 22 BFBs, that is the final number we're looking at. But again, spaced apart by 80 seconds, it's kind of crazy. And they got way too many, OP towers enabled that I can just get Spear the Forest and insta-win. Unsurprisingly, the last one that comes out will be a BFB, so we'll just do this so it one-shots the incoming BFB. But again, don't look at this time as a real run, because I just want to show you, well, how the rounds looked. I'll have you know that the time I'm aiming for is always going to be top 50, which as of right now looks to be about 2:26, with the top time being only 2:20. Just doing a quick test run here because I want to see how many pops we have on other towers. Just for reference, there's about 70,000 to spare in the normal 70 round rule set. We're already at 200k with the Glaive Lord. And what will the final pop count end up being? 5,000 plus 213, 263, 273. So About 4 times the amount of balloons as usual. But again, some rounds going to as much as 22 times the amount of balloons. Now let me actually try hard and show you how to go fast. And this is where I think that as great as the concept is of super dense rounds with custom rounds, the execution in my IMO falls a bit short because you can barely feel the custom rounds if you end up playing this like a normal race, aka if you get the high dense Pierce Towers like right now. And again, there being like full cash being made from all these extra balloons means you just get like the strong stuff earlier, and that's the only difference that you really feel. Let's just do a more glaives next. We'll send a bunch of rounds out because this Druid and Spolt can handle a lot of balloons. Let's see, we'll go to 39 now. We'll sell this for this. After more glaives. Frick it, 49. Alk buff it. Do this. Alk buff the more glaives again. And frick it, keep on sending more rounds. In fact, we should go all the way to 60 now because the longest round of this challenge is, of course, the, whatchamacallit, the, I forgot. I'm just gonna get more glaive lore though, by selling a lot, and GG. Now, just get through the force of the entrance, and the big trap, and we are golden. Like I said, the best way to fix this quote-unquote problem with the race is simply have the balloons not spawn out 80 seconds apart. If they're more dense, then you have to be wary of sending so many rounds ASAP, because you can't handle a bunch of balloons coming at once, or ban more towers. 319, obviously, we can do better. Ever since they gave Spike-a-Pult 2 damage, it's kind of crazy how strong it is, because I'm gonna sell Sada for it, for a massive boost in damage. Allows us to send, I think, probably 16 rounds. And then you want to set the jungle, the Druid on close, because that's where, like, you want it to be consistent rather than having the Thorn spawn randomly. This makes it so that you make sure you get right on the intersection. Now we drop attack because Blade Maelstrom is sadly enabled. So if you just get this, watch. This is what everyone's doing in the top 50, give or take. So if I can, I'm gonna try to outbuff this in the middle so that hits the lead balloon. Drop a D-Breath in the very back. Buy a new one over here, another Maelstrom. Get it ready, and then watch the following. Boom. Let's get a Ring of Fire now. With camo. I might have gone a little hard here, actually. Well, let's see if I can salvage this. 2 Ring of Fires. 3. Sell the D-Breath too, frick it. Literally just spam the high pierce stuff. The high pierce stuff, and that's it. It should hold, even despite there being that many balloons, because this map is long AF. Sell, and there it is. Let's see what this time ends up being. After we get Glaive, we'll probably just sell. Yep, Rush Speed of the Force, because we can get extra money. Alright, have an Assassin just to get you down a little faster. Please and thanks. And Big Trap now. 230, what is it gonna be? 241. Alright. Still only 200th place. If you can't already tell, at this point, your time is basically dictated by how quickly you send out all the rounds out, aka, how much can you push getting the Maelstrom. And I'm not gonna lie, I've covered some way more interesting races while putting them on the second channel, but I really wanted to show this one because of the custom rounds. But yes, if you like races and you want to see more of them, do make sure to check out ISAB Extras. I pretty much post most of the race weeks there, whether they are good or bad. So in case you ever want to see what I do for like top 50, then that is the place to go. Also, we can skip 130 Druid because there's no LEDs coming up till 27. Let's start getting out of our Blade Shitter. And I need to sell for 1300 to get this. How long will that take? Now? Go all the way. 60. I also wonder if it's ever worth going for like top path blade, because it does shoot out more technically. Let's just get a deep breath back here for the camos, because I don't have camo yet. I will soon. Trust me. Soon as in now. Here we go. You know the drill. 3 Ring of Fires, Jungle Drums, 2 more Glaive, Sada. Sure, primary training too. We probably don't even need this. Oh, actually, crap. It's getting far. That was close. Alright, that's fine. We got Glaive Hood now, though. Sell everything for Spear of the Forest. And rinse and repeat. It's so, like, unfortunate how easy the endgame is. Once you survive the initial clump, you just do the exact same thing. Alright, what else to do? If the trap is down, by the way, Like, if a BFB hits it, then I'll have a BMA to maybe clean up the last balloon. But it looks like the trap got it. Nice. 234 now. Getting close to top 100. Man, at this point, is there even a point of showing you, like, the early game? Because it's the exact same. The only difference is maybe some round timings might change. Let's try sending at 101 this time. So that would be 3-second time save. Late now. Come on, Alk. Deep breath. New mail over here. Rinse and repeat. Come on. Actually, having it here is a bit of a problem. Because I'm sending the rounds faster, the balloons are actually at the exit by the time the second mail, so it should be like over here. Actually, frick it. We could probably skip the second maelstrom altogether. Watch the following. Let's again send at about 1 minute or so. All the way. There. And then after I get maelstrom off, come on. Just buy a ring of fire back here. Sell this for camo. And then just build the strong stuff. Lots of mobs here, but again, a ring of fire, 5 damage a time. It'll add up, trust. And there it is. Are you getting sick of seeing the same thing? Hopefully, you won't see it too many more times. All right, final time. What's it gonna be? 230? Yep. Bang on. 82nd. Also, one more problem with sending earlier is I think I have to buy lead on this druid because I would be sending leads pretty early. If we do 37 seconds, we gotta get Hawthorne. And sell now. There we go. And here comes the 36 pink wave. That is going to be hard to defend. Come on. I think we got it though, right? Yes, we did. All right, cool. Should be a 227 indeed. Top 50 yet? Almost. I'm gonna try a 54 second. Yep, that's pretty bold. But trust me, 3 seconds if we survive this. We need $1,000. Nah, this part's a bit RNG, isn't it? That is way too many balloons to leak. Yeah, okay, that's too much. Do not die to the pink. We're probably gonna die to the pink. Yeah, crap. This is too sketch. I don't think I can outbuff, yeah. You gotta get stuff for the backside immediately. Let's also drop a wizard in the back, just because we get maybe D-breath. Come on. Almost survived that. Let's just randomly spear him with tack spot. So how about over here? Same time send. One of these have got to work eventually. I actually like this spot because it gets the end around cash. But come on. Rough. Got it? Nice. Now I gotta get camo. And not die. Nice. I think we did it. Just keep spamming them, guys. Just keep spamming them. With just one overdrive with an out buff in between. Just so we're sure we're good against mobs. And that's it. This should clean. Plus, this actually does help us pop balloons at the entrance. Thanks to primary training. This will be an easy top 50 as of right now. But I might have to do another run just to be super safe. It'll be like 225, right? Yep, 225.13, which puts us 40th. Yeah, not good enough, but I think since you already know the strategy at this point, I will just append the winning run right after this and explain what's different. Although, to be fair, it's probably not much different other than grinding, like, good RNG. Trust me, you don't want to listen to me live while I'm grinding this. Post-commentary stab here with what I thought was actually going to be the winning run, because take a look at the time we're going to get here. Also, we got a mobile limb this time. I activated it to be the last BP. I'll explain more in a second, but 223.08. Remember how I said earlier 226 was top 50? Well, apparently even a low 223 is not going to be top 50 because we are right on the edge. So now we're going to have to start grinding out those extra milliseconds, which is going to be really annoying. And we'll make it so that pretty much every single action in the early game matters here. So far, pretty much everything is the same though. We get an early spike bolt after Sada. Also try to send the rounds a bit slower because we're already getting Pierce capped, but sell the spike bolt the millisecond we get the money for it. Jungle the Druid. I also experimented a lot with tax bots. The top left seemed to be good, but middle also worked, so I just did that. And thankfully this run here happened to be a pretty lucky run where we got a lot of money really quickly, so glad to get the Maelstrom. And here we go again, ready up those fast fingers. Maelstrom, Ring of Fire right at the end. And we did it. Survived with about 60, 50 lives spare. Everything after this is just something you've already seen, so we're just gonna skip forward all the way to near the end, where, remember how I said I started using a Mobilim now. Well, that's because apparently the big truck doesn't insta-kill the BFB the moment it spawns. Like, my times I got earlier were maybe off by half a second, if not more, because I was using big trap to insta-kill. But the fastest way to insta-kill is the Mobilim, because it soaks through layers. So I just literally spam the button, the ability and clicking it to get, like, the frame-perfect kill. And not sure if it was frame-perfect, but pretty damn close. And that'll give us a 222.6, which is almost assuredly going to be top 50, right? 29th place, surely 22 more people don't have the sanity to grind this race out. And thankfully they didn't, so that will be another top 50 in the books. Fun fact, this is actually my 199th top 50 badge, so hopefully next week's is interesting for the big 200. If not, at the very least, you'll see it on the second channel. So once again, ISAB Extras is where you want to go for more bonus BTD stuff. So subscribe there if you haven't, or else come and find you.